Hey, what's going on, FaceBoxers? It's Will Vickers here. Jamie Stewart, the new Midlands welterweight champion. Thank you very much for your time. Hey,
Thank you for having me, man.
spot on. So you won on Friday night. You've got your belt there. How are you feeling? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel like it's well deserved, long waited for. But just happy that I got it done and got the victory.
Right, okay. Why do you feel like it was well deserved, and why did you have to wait so long for it?
Like all over, as you know, like over lockdown, I had 2 fights that not many people wanted to take. I jumped up to middleweight to fight Michael Hennessy Jr. and then I fought Florian Marku. Yeah, I just like testing myself though. I feel like I deserve to get them out from doing that. You don't get many people with one fight jumping straight in with, the well-known lads. So, and plus obviously I've been out for a year as well. So I was expecting to do this last year, September.
Yeah.
And it never happened. Like,
fair play. I tell you what, I did realise in the fight, you're conditioning for the fight. So you're training. Go on. How's that changed? Your physique. Go on, sorry, I'm listening.
So I train hard every camp anyway. That's one thing good about me. Yeah. I can go to the trenches. I'm more of a late round. I prefer the longer rounds than the short rounds. If you get me in a 6-round fight, you're going to win me. I need to be in 10s and 12s to be able to get the best out of me. I'll wear people down.
Yeah.
So physique-wise, I'm always in good shape. But this was my best shape I've been in.
You could tell you were the main event for a reason. You could tell you were shredded. That was your moment of glory, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
Tell us what's your feedback been about the ring war?
Yeah, I've had a bit on the ring war, but that's just normal. That I did that on the Marku ring walk, the Michael Hennessy ring walk. Like that's just my normal walk. That
is Scott always there when he puts the foot on the thing, and then you do the back and forth thing?
Oh yeah, Scott's always like that.
That was the moment. That's why if it was a song, that's when it kicked off. That's when I was like, yeah, we are in the element. That's when the roof went off anyway, and it was ace. So yeah. What are you planning on doing next then? Who do you want to fight next? You're on about this guy. Go on.
So I'm not really fussed to do a fight from now to next. As in, I'll fight anybody who's put in front of me or who wants to, or who I get called upon for, because I feel like I have to be in with good people to show off what I've actually got.
Yeah.
The better the fighter is, the better I perform. Like, it switches me on. Like, I know I have to be on guard. I know I have to be in it. It's a thing, like, I'm not even a boxer. Like, I've been doing it 4 years, so
yeah.
For me to be like that already within a short amount of time, like, I'm a natural born fighter.
I know you're doing very well, but like your mindset though, now you've got that belt, does that your mindset change and you think, hang on, I'm not just going to go in with anyone. I've got a belt now. I want to look after it, kind of thing. Or
no, not like that. In life, I have to defend this belt. So whoever they put in front of me to defend this, I'll defend.
Actually, get a mandatory for it.
So someone will want to have this belt now, like within now or whenever, and they're welcome to come and try.
Right, okay. Fair play. But now you're on that pedestal. Now you've got Stoke bubbling, put it that way. Where do you want to go on? Do you want to stay at that level, or where do you see yourself going?
I want to progress. I feel like now. I feel now that I need to be getting in. That way, my best performance. That's not how I wanted to. I wanted to knock him out on Friday. Like, I'm not going to lie, but
yeah.
I did some. I wasn't doing the stuff I was meant to have been doing. I let my natural instincts overcome me instead of rushing in when I should have been doing. I was taking more of my time.
Right. Okay.
But I felt that the right hand was landing, so I thought I could take my time because I was in control.
Yeah. With the welterweight division, though, like, do you say you've got a few more fights under your belt? Where would you like to go for the top boys, the big boys, like Conor Benn and all that lot?
I'll fight. It's not the fact that I'm not going to pull anyone like that. If you look at them, they're like if you would look on paper, leveled above me. But don't rule out that that's me saying that I won't fight him. I've lived in the capacity of like 600 boys to a landing that are most probably a lot tougher to fight than what these lads are that we're seeing on teleboxing. So I wouldn't say that I will fight anybody for that reason.
Yeah, I understand.
I've been in this. Yeah, I've been. Do you know like when you feel like you've been in one of the scariest places you could ever be?
Yeah.
I can't be scared that way no more. So fighting, just because there's no fear in fighting. It's more fun for me.
Right. When I'm taking it on, but you know when you were saying when we were having a chat, you were like you enjoy the pain. Is that like your inner demons or why? What's?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like as you can see now, I haven't got a bruise on me.
Yeah.
But I was getting caught with punches like there was no pain in them. There was nothing in them punches that was like I feel a bit disappointed because I haven't got a black eye or I haven't got a tiny cut on my eyebrow. I feel like I haven't even had a fight.
Fair play. So do you think you thrive off the pain? I know you say you enjoy it.
100%, and everybody from my gym already knows this.
Right. Okay. Is that why you're called Danger, or is that for another reason?
I love the danger.
Right. Okay. Well, no risk, no reward, kind of thing.
That's how it is.
The Sentinel coined you as the most naughty boy in Stoke. Could you give us an inkling into why that was or is?
I don't really like talking about it because I don't like to seem that I'm bragging about stuff that I used to do but
no problem, we don't have to.
But it's I've always been known, not even like known for being odd, but not to mess with because you never know what's going to happen next, kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's like one of them. It was more. I never knocked about in gangs or anything like that. It was just me and another guy, and we literally just where we were at the time, we overtook.
Okay.
And it led us down to loads where it involved drugs and eventually gang crime. But we weren't a gang. We were just two men.
Right. Okay. Are we allowed to talk about? Sorry, I'm trying to be specific now. Are we allowed to talk about the former you with the drug addiction?
Oh yeah.
All right, so we can talk about that. Go into that. Go into that then if we can.
Well, yeah, happy days. Where do you want to start?
Monkey Dust. How did that originate in Stoke? How did you get into it? What's it all about?
Well, that's actually been in Stoke now for a good 20 years.
Right.
But it's only been known well over the past 10.
Yeah.
And it's a synthetic drug, so it's man-made.
Yeah.
It's basically everything under your kitchen sink, bar a couple of things that are illegal here to have, like. But it's the most, out of people who were to take uppers like cocaine, ecstasy, crack cocaine, that is the most lethally the lethally one you could take is monkey dust.
Yeah. Well, why did it?
Say again.
Why did it end up in Stoke? That's the thing. I've heard of it. I'm like, but what?
So I actually know the guy that actually brought it to here. Basically, right. It's just in China. They sell everything from like heroin to crack cocaine all over the internet, and people were buying that at first, and then they'd introduce like little side deals on, like, "Oh, try this," and that's how it got about and stuff like that. And now people, it don't actually come from China since the pandemic. Now people are like making it themselves, and that's where it's really affecting people now badly because it's not the exact thing what you think it is. What you're taking, you're making up for what someone's made themselves, so it's like an own chemical.
Right. Okay. So if you could tell anyone out there in Stoke, like you said, I know that you go into schools to help out, to be aware of drugs and whatever. What would you say to them to be wary of this drug from what you've been through? Or
well, see, it's a bit mad around here in Stoke because there's actually people who take this drug who lead kids into houses and then get them on it. And once you're on it, that's it. Then you're on it. There's no off. You're hooked off the first go.
Right.
And it's bad in Stoke at the minute. I've spoke to loads of people about it, and no one's interested.
What do you think that could be done after you've been through it all, you've experienced it? What could be done? What could be implemented in Stoke to get it off the streets?
I think they've just got to crack down on the people that are actually either making it or, disturbing it. But it's bad because it's like I say, once you start, you can't stop. So only the strong can, recover.
If you get into it, it's
like
gone.
Strong-minded people, if you haven't got a strong mind, or if you haven't got a good family because a lot of people, what you'll get with it, a lot of people's families, they throw them out and they stop having to do with them because they've either pinched money off them or such so they can get it.
Yeah.
And that's the wrong thing. You need family members to keep on. My mum had me in prison, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah.
And I believe you need that kind of push. You need that kind of love behind you.
Well, that's from my research and what I've seen when I saw the BBC documentary. The problem is you've had to go to the extremes of going to jail to get better. With this drug, there's no proper rehabilitation program for it. So what can they do about it?
It's not known as an actual drug because it's man-made, it's synthetic, so there's not really any kind of, how would they call it now, like a rehab? There's no rehab, like rehabilitation for it because there's never been no such thing of it.
So what do they do? What's the get? If from you, it's a success story. I know you've turned to boxing, you've gone to jail to get better. But do you think anything? If Stoke-on-Trent City Council are looking at you right now, what would you like to say to them to sort this problem out?
You need people that, like I do not know, like, because that many people who are on it will say that they've come off it and they really haven't, and you can tell by the look of them that they aren't. I would say I'm the only reformed monkey dust addict who keeps a healthy, active life track. There ain't nobody else who I know of, and I know pretty much all of them who are actually on it or who have been on it. They're either alcoholics or heroin addicts after, like none of them can come away from the actual. It's hard because no one knows it's an unheard of drug, isn't it? So there's no research on it. There's no like testings of it.
I think it's very brave of you to be that open about it. To be honest, it is. It's very brave of you to be open, honest about it, and try to help people. It's very admirable. That's what I think.
Yeah, well, for the 8 months I was on it, I had the complete best time of my life. What I thought at the moment of being on it.
Yeah.
And at the time, I really enjoyed that. But then when it come to the end of it, I've got a family now, and I wanted this before all the drugs and that, but I knew I couldn't have it being on them. And then I had my mum and my sister always on my case constantly. What did it for me is when I went to prison, I was in with a few lads that I was in with in 2012 down in Wolverhampton. Yeah. And I was quite stocky there, like 13 stone muscly.
Yeah.
And they said to me I looked like an heroin addict. So they kept giving me loads of food, and then at the time I was thinking, God, I want people thinking I'm looking like that. So I eat all the food, go to the gym. But when I got out, there was just still something there that kept me either getting in trouble, and that is when I joined the gym.
Right. So boxing was your saviour. What was the moment that you ended up going to Impact Boxing Gym? How did that kick in?
Oh, that was further on. Like, boxing did save me, but I started off on like ultra white collar boxing first. Like the egg guards and the look. So I had 5 of them and I won them.
Yeah.
And then I had 9 white collars at Scott's gym.
Yeah. But
I had a layout between 2 of them.
Right. Okay.
Where I met my missus on with now, and then we had a bit, like she'd not long broke up with her fella, there was a bit of an altercation at first between our. So I think I got arrested and then that what got me going back to the gym because I got arrested. It put me like, oh, I'm getting in trouble again because I'm out of the gym. So after I got arrested, I joined at Scott's gym and then I never looked back from there.
Right. In the gym, you were the main card on Friday night. Okay. For you to be the main card, has it been difficult for you to work your way up the ranks, or what made you the main event?
Well, fighting for this one.
The title, right? Okay. Fair play.
Not just that, as in like at the minute we've got Flash Cash that's just come back from his injury that he from the accident. Now well, not an accident, but obviously what happened, the incident that happened with Cash, where what happened with him, he's only just started coming back, and at the moment, Cash would be #1 guy at the gym. Well,
Cash is #1. All right, this is really interesting for me because I'm knowing the pecking order.
Like I'm saying, like at the minute on paper, it would go like Cash, Luke Jones, like they're for me, they're the two people that were there at the gym.
Yeah.
Before I turned pro, so at the minute they're the only two there pro when I turned over. So like everyone's like new turnies now, like James, Kyle, Ryan turned pro when I turned pro, and Becky turned pro last year.
So how many are pro at Impact? There's like 8 or 10 of you altogether. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Right. Okay. But does that make sparring hard though? Because like haven't you done sparring with Scott's son? I'm sure I've seen some pictures. Is that Lewis?
Oh, yeah. He's an animal.
Is he? All right. I've just seen. Go on.
He is the hardest person I've ever been hit by in my life.
Is he? All right.
Yeah,
Shout out, Lewis. Go on.
Big shout out to he's an animal. He'll go for all Lewis will. But for this fight that I had Friday, I only sparred twice.
Right.
I had 2 spars for that fight, and I sparred Lewis, and I believe that them 2 spars are the reason for me winning.
Right. And he's England champion or something now for his age group.
Well,
or whatever.
He's national champion, and he's fighting in the Europeans, isn't he now?
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
Right. He'll be an handful when he turns over. He's already an handful now.
Is it?
He's only 17. Right. Yeah, he's evil.
Oh, yeah.
He's been my sparring. He's been my sparring partner for all my fights, really, but my first one.
So he's your main sparring partner. Right, okay.
Well, he has been my main sparring partner for all my fights.
Right, okay. Bloody hell.
So I believe I've succeeded because of that kind of sparring.
He's got the pedigree of his dad as well, hasn't he? This is what I'm thinking of. This is what I'm thinking.
He's got different types of pedigree though, because he's already got a pro style of fighting, and he's also got the amateur style where everything comes repeatedly dead fast, and he's very good. He's going to be an hard guy to beat.
So when he goes pro, think he's going to be a big name to watch out for? He's got the name as well, hasn't he? He's got the name. He's got the back end.
100%.
Yeah.
He'll fly the rankings straight away.
Fair play. Right, okay.
Like even now, like,
go on.
He spars the lads that come down to spar. Like me and Lewis have sparred Echo Esmier, the British champ.
Right.
We both sparred. Lewis spars all the big boys.
Fair
and
play.
then they don't believe he's as young as that when he tells them. They don't believe he's that young.
Yeah, fair play. Bloody hell.
He's an animal.
All right. When do you see yourself coming out next? You want the market rematch? When's that going to happen?
Well, I don't know. He is not good. When I fought him, with that being a 3-day notice fight, and obviously the hype of him knocking everyone out, I never actually turned up to fight at first. I turned up for the money. Right, and then when he weren't hurting me off the punches, when I knew he weren't going to knock me out, that's when I decided to fight back.
Yeah.
And I wish I'd have just gone there with the intention like I had Friday night, stuck it straight on him.
Right, fair play.
But if the rematch was to happen, that's exactly what I'd do. I'd just go straight in for the kill.
Right, okay, got you. Now you've got. Sorry, I'm thinking of questions on the spot kind of thing. Now you're pro and you've got into so many fights. Is professional boxing your main source of income, or do you work on the side as well, or what?
I was mentoring kids and
Yeah,
that are going through like the police justice system. At the
yeah.
minute, I'm not actually doing anything
Right, okay.
because I want to dedicate everything to this.
At this
Like
the
I'm,
right
I'm
time.
in the gym. I'm in the gym twice a day, every day without fail. Anyway, I'm that guy you get sick of.
Yeah, right. But do people in your can you do it now because you've got a bit of money, cash coming in? Beforehand, was it a bit of a problem or not?
Money's always an issue for everyone at the minute as well because of lockdown, like. But
Yeah,
I've literally sat in the gutter with nothing for a long time before all this came forward for me. So
yeah,
I can sit in the gutter now as long as I'm giving it my family everything they need. If my kids are walking around in nice clothes, nice shoes, I'm gonna walk around with holes in my socks and holes in my boxes. As long as my kids are looking happy, nice, and the house that they live in is nice, clean, I don't care about me.
fair play. Oh, that's nice of you. Is there anything else that you'd like to add to the interview? Because I'm just thinking now.
Well, if you want, we haven't spoke about.
Go on.
Well, I don't know. Like, I they thought they won, didn't they, after this fight?
Ah, right. Do you asking my opinion now?
Yeah.
I think you've not, mate. I wasn't exactly. I was enjoying the moment. This was my first time debutant. I was all over the shop. Hang on, shit. But no, I thought you took it because you took him down. You put him down, didn't you, in like one of the latter
Yeah, in the
rounds?
fifth.
And he didn't. He didn't put you down. But there was a lot of heavy shots. But if you're asking for my opinion, you took it. Yeah. You took, mate. I'm not going to say you didn't take it.
No.
But no, I did talk about this with my dad, and we did say you took it, and you did put him down. But mate, I was completely off my head because this was my first time ringside. I was trying to remember all your names, and yeah, it was a bit of a big moment for me. So thank you very. I appreciated it so much when I saw you, and I was like, Dad, he knows my name. Anyway, oh, sure. This is all you. Sorry, you're getting me.
I've got like a photographic memory. So you know, like because I spoke to you beforehand.
Okay.
Remember when I added you sent me a like for the page and I liked you and we messaged way before you come to the show. And I remembered your name from then. I got like a photographic memory. Once I see it, I can't forget it.
I thought it was Paul who must have told you about me or something because he's the one.
No.
Oh right, fair play. Right, okay.
He shared your page before, and
Right,
then I liked and messaged it.
Right, okay.
And then we spoke then. It was a while back, to be fair.
All right, fair play. What else are you looking forward to in boxing then? Let's do general topics with I don't know. What about with Usyk and all that kicking off in Russia? How do you feel about all of them?
Well, I feel like he's doing the best thing for his country.
That's what I think. Yeah.
I believe Anthony Joshua is staying humble and true and letting him go and do that. So like I just think we need to get Anthony Joshua an interim fight in, whether it's Joseph Parker or Joseph. What's the name now? That where is he from? Is he Croatian? What's his name? Is he Philip?
I'm not sure.
Hogreaves. Philip Hogreaves. He got to be in. He needs to be fighting someone on the same level, really. I think now.
Right. Okay.
And then get that out of the way. We're ready for when, hopefully, if he can get the rematch with Usyk.
And he's got to stay out. Now Fury says he's going to retire after the Dillian White fight. Do you think we'll ever get the big fight between Fury and Joshua? Or is that game over? So just forget about it.
I don't think Fury's ever want to fight Joshua. I think Fury's full of shit, really. All the other this and like in that. The only
you get him. So you're an AJ fan. You're an AJ fan, are you?
Not even like. I like Tyson Fury. Like he's got the same kind of. If you look at it, he's come from a dark place like me.
Yeah.
And like come back, but he does all this and then never the signing or anything. They chose to fight Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder didn't choose to fight them. They chose to fight him because it was the easiest belt to gain at the time.
Yeah.
For them.
All right.
And I think now he's got it and he can actually have a fight. If he's going to fight Dylan White and then hang the gloves up before anyone else can beat him.
Right. Okay.
But he ain't got an easy fight with Dylan White, has he?
He hasn't with the body snatcher. Why do you think the body snatcher's got a chance against him all?
Well, they've got years and years of sparring behind them, haven't they? So they're very familiar to each other. And the lad that I sparred with all the way through my mate, he lived up the road, all the way through my white collar days.
Yeah.
Me and him will have the best spar for 12 rounds than what I will do in a fight. Because we know each other's every move.
Right, okay.
That's what you get when you put Dylan White with Tyson Fury. They sparred each other loads of times in the past, so they kind of already know what they both got. Right. It's about who can activate the game plan quicker.
When you do Super Sunday session sparring at Impact Gym, are you instructed to go at full pelt, 80%? What's the?
It's just sparring, isn't it?
What? Tell me. You go at each other.
I don't know. I've never heard anybody say the 80%. If you're sparring, don't get me wrong. These guys that are sparring now, when they get in the ring, it's got to say hold the power or take it easy. But when pros spar, it's sparring. There's just sparring. There's no taking power out of anything really. Just spar. That's how you get better.
Right. Okay. And you have headshots.
Oh yeah.
You might think I'm a bit stupid asking this, but I'm sure at the Ingle, the Ingle gym in Sheffield, they don't do headshots in sparring. That's what I heard on the grapevine. Anyway, no idea.
I don't know. I don't know anything really about boxing, do I? I just turn up and do what I'm told.
Do danger. Oh. So when are you gone officially now? When are we looking at your next outing? When do you want to be out next?
I actually cannot tell you at this moment in time.
You can't tell me. All right, so we don't know. If you could wave a magic wand, would your dream to be go and fight for the welterweight championship of the world in America? Would that be your childhood dream?
Nah, because I didn't like boxing when I was a child. So
would it be a dream now?
Yeah, I'll be happy winning the British, me.
Happy winning the British, right? Is that a precedent that you've set for yourself?
Well, from after, for someone who hasn't come through the boxing game of the amateurs or anything, and just a guy who turned over in his 20s.
Yeah.
I spar top names that come from the sport, and I don't believe that this sport is tougher than what I've already lived.
So it's a walk in the park for you, basically. Right.
Yeah, basically.
You've already done your talk. How long would you see yourself being professional, though? What's your game plan, as in longevity of life of boxing?
Well, I feel 20 now, and I'm nearly 30.
Right.
And I still feel 20. I am. It's not in my family. It's not just me that's good with their hands that kind of way, like a fighting. Like my whole bloodline, the fighting bloodline.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Even the women are the worst.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
are you big as Go on, I'm listening. Sorry.
Go on, carry on.
Are you a big Stoke fan?
Yeah, I love Stoke. This is where I was born and I was raised. Like my bloodline comes from Scotland, but I'm a born raised Stokey.
Yeah.
And it's loud and proud, isn't it?
Brilliant.
Got to shout it wherever I go.
Mate, do you know something I found out that was so cool? I interviewed Matt Hughes on Friday. I'm related
James
to.
Hughes.
Sorry. Anyway, James Hughes. Anyway, I'm related to him. How weird! I only found because I did the interview, and then this Vickers came in, and she's called Vickers Hughes. I was like, blah blah blah, and she had the same great granddad asses. Anyway, it's fucking mad, isn't it? So yeah, But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. Anyway, I don't know. But thank you very much for your time, yeah, because I don't want to keep you too long, but it's meant the world for me that you've done the interview with me. I'm looking I'm looking forward to getting you behind your career. Mate, as soon as you knew my name, that was it. I'm on your team. And I'll promote all your stuff. I'll follow your career, and hopefully I'll come to some more of your fights. And
thank you very much.
No problem, mate. Anytime, yeah.
No, man, it's the same for you as well. Anytime.
I'm like Stoke-on-Trent's new Coogan Cassius. Also, get on the beat, mate. On the beat. But
yeah.
Oh, hey, thank you very much. Have a great day. Yeah.
And you, mate. Thank you very much.
All right.